Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic. And today's film is a very special film. As I said before in my The Big Short review, this film belongs in a double feature with that film on accurately portraying a picture of America post-stock market crash. So let's just get on with the review.
America was built by bailing out winners, by rigging a nation of the winners, for the winners, by the winners.
Before I start telling you about the plot, before I start telling you about what I thought about this movie, can we get a penis-shaped trophy for Michael Shannon for being the biggest dick on the planet in this film? We don't have one of those? Really? Alright, get my deal. I hated Michael Shannon in this film. Every friggin' comeback, every friggin' witty comment he made wanted me to get up and go into the film and beat the living daylights out of him. And it's a testament to how good of an actor this guy is, as Michael Shannon's one of my favorite actors of all time. He reminds me of a modern Christopher Walken without the unique speech pattern and awkwardness. And he also has this very rare ability to be over the top and yet bring gravitas to a role at the same time. His performance in Man of Steel is testament and proof of that fact. He, of course, plays the antagonist of this film. He is Rick Carver, a real estate agent. The script helps him a lot, not only in the dialogue section, but also by putting the protagonist of this film, played by Andrew Garfield, named Dennis Nash, by putting him into situations which make you despise Michael Shannon even more. The film starts off with Dennis Nash, who is recently unemployed, getting evicted from his house, along with exceptional Laura Dern. He goes to work for Rick Carver, and his first job is to clean up shit in a house that has been over-flooded. That is the very first job he does for Michael Shannon's Rick Carver, and you can't help but be on this guy's side for the rest of the film, as the film puts Dennis Nash in the terrifying position of being the one person doing the evictions of the household. It's cool because at that moment you're not supposed to like Dennis Nash, but the script and Andrew Garfield, who can finally act again, do a great job of making us separate both Dennis Nash and Rick Carver. Every time he does an eviction, you can see him holding back his disdain for what he's doing. The script also does an excellent job on making Rick Carver, the antagonist of this film, seem like a product of the system, seems like a product of America. He says lines such as, "America doesn't bail out losers, they bail out winners." He prefaces that fact by saying, "You think I like doing what I do? My job was to put people into the houses, not pull them back out. I don't like what I'm doing, but again, as he said before, America bails out winners, not losers." And as I said before, it seems like Andrew Garfield finally found his acting talent again. Seems like some monster stole it from him. This guy puts in a really real performance. That's one thing I want to talk about this whole film. The performances seem real and raw. What I also loved about this film is how it uses the idea of home to separate the different classes of people in America. You have Rick Carver, who's clearly a rich person, and then you have Dennis Nash, who's a middle-class person. Michael Shannon's Rick Carver explains to Dennis that don't get too attached to real estate. To him, real estate is just a way of making money and even more money. But regular people who aren't that rich, who are not that well off, who are middle-class people, home to them is an emotional attachment. They have this belonging to the place they're living in. And that segregation is even furthered when Laura Dern, who plays Dennis's mother, is put into a new house which Dennis buys off all the money he's making with Rick Carver. And she tells him, "I don't want this house. I want to go back to my house, the house we were in for all those years." As a member of the viewing audience, it's very hard for me to separate what's the difference. But I do acknowledge that there is a difference. I'm not going to say that Rick Carver is wrong or right, but I'm not going to say Laura Dern is wrong or right. I have an emotional attachment to my home as well, but I do agree with Rick Carver. Houses are just boxes, little ones, big ones, and they are an opportunity to make more and more money. The acting on this film is phenomenal, not by just our main cast, but also the supporting cast, the people who get evicted in this film. As I said before, the key word of this film's acting is raw. One scene just broke my heart as Dennis Nash, Andrew Garfield, goes to evict an old couple, and those people had no idea what was going on. They were so oblivious to what was going on. And when the eviction is done, they're just sitting outside on the porch, head hanging down. It's all very deep, dark and sad stuff, man. It's just powerful imagery combined with powerful acting. The acting on this film is absolutely phenomenal by every single person involved. And if you saw my review on The Big Short, I said that The Big Short belongs in a double feature along with 99 Homes. I highly suggest that you guys watch these films back to back as they portray and paint an accurate picture of America, man. And Michael Shannon's speech about bailouts not being for losers, only winners is not just a well-written dialogue, it's a speech about honesty. Did the people who got evicted from those houses ever get back to those houses? I don't think so. But the winners, the big banks from The Big Short, got bailed out. I was at unease watching 99 Homes as I was with The Big Short. Very, very effective work from Rameez Bahrani, who is the director of this film. 4 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, hit that subscribe button as it is absolutely free. Go watch 99 Homes for Michael Shannon's scintillating performance and an overall really good film. It's tough to watch though, so keep that in mind. And I will see you again very, very soon.